But yeah, so we've got Ty Harris here, talking about Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell. And let's take a listen right here to good old Tyasia Harris, the backup point guard. A damn good backup, in fairness.
I think they deserve it, both of them. I mean, nobody wants to be cold, but hey, I'm going to throw it out there. It's hard for them, so it'll be amazing just to have them because they definitely deserve it.
And I am delighted. We don't have any more of this, let's go and pit one of them against each other. Because as I've said tons of times, all the pitting the two of them against each other does is it allows voters to get off the hook by voting Caitlin Clark all-W second team. Or, in a crazier situation, neither all-W team. All that it does is allow that to happen. All that it does. And if I'm being real here, when it comes to the two of them winning MVP, who do I have higher in the MVP race? It's tough because if Caitlin Clark played every single game and there was no 5-minute restrictions games where she's barely playing and her averages are probably very close to that of Kelsey Mitchell. They will be very close to that in terms of scoring. And if she was averaging 23.5, if she'd been 100% healthy for the year, she's averaging 23.5 points per game and 9 assists per game. And in that scenario, if you look at how badly the Fever did, in games where Caitlin Clark wasn't Caitlin Clark, the Fever were terrible. They lost to the Storm. They lost to the Fire. They lost to the Liberty. In a close enough game, it's like in games where Caitlin wasn't herself, suddenly there's 3-game flip and she's an MVP. But she didn't play every game. And at least now we have Ty Harris, who is a player on the Indiana Fever that is hell yeah, give both of them MVP. Because up to this point, we have Aaliyah Boston push back on Caitlin Clark not even being in the MVP race. Not even push back on that. So now at least it's something. Because let's be very clear. Let's be very, very clear. We have to be honest. It is, it's one of those things where, as a team, they've got to push both of them. Because you don't want to put one against the other. You don't. You don't. Let's see what the responses are. Good teammate. What everyone in the team should be saying, good job, Ty. Yes. Aaliyah Boston could have said the same thing. Aaliyah Boston should have said the same thing. Not could have, should have. This is the thing. Kelsey Mitchell is playing too well that her teammates should not be talking about her like she's not an MVP. Kelsey Mitchell's been better this year than last year, and they were pushing her for MVP last year. Caitlin Clark has been too good that you can't not push her as MVP. But it's one of those things now where you've even seen Ty Harris. It was her Instagram post where it's her reaction on the bench, and her caption is, CC or Kelsey just did something ridiculous. And it's yeah. That's the thing where it's when you have two MVP races, or two players in MVP race, when clearly, look, one of them is, in my opinion, probably one spot higher than the other or 2 spots higher. They're both probably somewhere between 2 and 4. They're in the chasing pack. And again, they make it seem like the chasing pack is trying to fight, is the field when Usain Bolt ran the 2008 Olympics. But actually, the chasing pack, it should be the field of Keely Hodgkinson, Femke Bol, and oh my god, I blanked on the Swiss woman's name. She's the fucking best of them all. Oh my god. In the women's 800 where it's they're finishing, they're right neck and neck. They are neck and neck. I am Audrey Wero, Jesus. And that's the thing. That's the thing. It is straight up a situation where you have two MVP candidates. It is close. They have been both playing. Like Kelsey Mitchell is going to be second. She's going to have the best scoring season of all time, not by A'ja Wilson. She's going to be the second person to ever score 1,000 points in a season. So, look, I'm going to be real here. If you are the Indiana Fever, what you don't want to do is, as we have said plenty of times, pit them against each other. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want that to be a thing. You do not want to go and have like a situation where, as we have seen before, like a whole social media shit show because Aaliyah Boston decided that Kelsey Mitchell was the MVP. So I'm just like, it's good to see the way it needs to be said. And again, I have no issue with trying to push Kelsey Mitchell for MVP. The Fever should be doing it, as they should be pushing Caitlin Clark for MVP. Because when you have a rare occasion, when you have two MVP candidates, and there are people saying that how are they MVP candidates if they're both on the one team and that team is not major favorites to win it all? The answer is blame Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox. The team doesn't really have a backup center, and their main center came into the season badly hurt. Like, not just slightly hurt, pretty badly hurt. So yeah, it is an interesting one. But look, I gotta say it, like, this is the way it should be done. And shout out Ty Harris. Like, Ty Harris is gonna leave as, you say you don't want no co-MVP. They're not winning it. Neither of them are winning MVP. Neither of them are winning MVP. Let's be very clear here. Neither of these players are winning MVP. The MVP was decided in May. That is the way it is. That is the way it is. And there's not going to be a co-MVP. Do you know how hard it is going to be for the voting to be co-MVP? You need to get the exact same amount of points and the exact same amount of first place votes. It is impossible. It is impossible, but from the team perspective, they should be trying to promote the two of them. Don't wear have t-shirts with both of them on it when they had MVP t-shirts last year. It is a rare occasion where the two of the top four MVP candidates are on the one team. That is such a rare occasion, and the team should be pushing that. And it's good to see Ty Harris doing it. That's all I'm going to say.